This week on the Face Off Hockey Show, things are happening here in the first month of the thing. People are betting on things. NHL's betting a deal is going to be thing, and then a lot of injuries, especially to goalies, and one to Austin Matthews. We bring you the quality. Get it? Koala. Face Off Hockey Show. Now.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
Face Off Hockey Show. What? With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
breakaway. Takes 2 scores. There we go.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Oh, yes!
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
No, what happened? Scotty, you're on mute.
Don't turn my microphone on. I turn it off because I like to give Todd Butts the decency of showing things on, and then
That's all right.
it happens. Welcome to Face Off Hockey Show. I'm Scotty Waz, and yes, this will get increasingly warm as I wear this. Not as bad as Mr. Tony Kornheiser, who dressed up as Gritty for Halloween, because why not? Happy Halloween. You're here with us. Apparently no Caps on Wednesday Night Hockey tonight.
Okay, so
I think there's only one game tonight.
I'm gonna half blame the NHL on this because I didn't realize that they started advertising 10 days in advance. When did they start this? They didn't do this for the Stadium Series game last March.
They barely do this during the regular season, much less this. There is exactly, come on, NHL.com, the worst website in the world to load up. There is exactly one game tonight. That's the Chicago Blackhawks against the Vancouver Canucks. So there you go. It's at 10 o'clock Eastern. Don't you dare stay up and watch that. Caps play tomorrow night, though. They play against Montreal, so we got that going for us. Global Series, also 2 o'clock Eastern time, Johnny. If you got yourself some things, you can watch the Global Series between the Jets and the Panthers, former Southeast Division rivals.
Is it at Globo Gym?
It could be. I don't know what they call it in Finland. It probably is called that, to be quite honest with you.
Oh, Globo Gym?
Yeah. Globo Gym, but like all the O's have umlauts over it.
Umlaut. I love that song.
It's a great song.
Oh, wow. Twitter's all a buzz. I got my Stanley Cup ring on tonight so that I can be Jacob Verana. I'm just going to get more and more intoxicated. I hope that's okay throughout the rest of the night.
When has that stopped you from the last weeks?
At some point, I may look at you guys and be like, Scotty Waz, he's the best host in the league. Best host in the league.
I was going to say, when do you not get increasingly intoxicated?
Well, it's a lot more fun to get drunk in my basement and walk upstairs than it was at Sean's house and then try to drive home.
That's true. Don't drink and drive, kids.
No.
Unless you really got to get your car home. And then, whatever.
I got this on eBay. It was $20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does it look like the original at all?
It's not bad. It's actually not bad. All except, let's see if I had to put tape on it. I bought a size that was too big. Can we see that?
A little bit on the inside.
Okay, if you can see that there on the inside, that is definitely the Colorado Avalanche logo and not the
Blue Jackets logo.
Blue Jackets logo. So I didn't realize that the Caps apparently went out west first series and then came back to play the Penguins.
The wild card's not clear. The wild card is very wild, as the kids like to put it.
Well, let's be honest. Maybe this is just in the future. This wasn't actually the 2018 ring, and there is a point where they just wild cards are all over the place.
This is actually the 3018 Stanley Cup.
So not bad for $20. It's actually pretty heavy.
Looks pretty good.
It's a pretty heavy ring. It's not like wearing your truck. So, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Like Jay Beagle said. But yeah, sorry, Kate, for
What
not looking at the schedule.
what name does it have on the side? Is it Ovechkin? Or
Yeah,
is it
it's an Ovechkin.
Of course.
It's got 2018 on this side here with the Stanley Cup and the hoo-ha. And then that side's got Ovechkin with the capital. Things are painted on, so the stars and the capital logo aren't really like shiny. They're just kind of painted. But hey, I wasn't going to spend more than $20 on one of these anyway. So
Nice. Good work. Quality time. So yeah, awesome. And you also got a new computer.
I did. Can you guys tell?
It looks a lot sharper and you're not buffering as much. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You've done it.
It's the processor is twice as fast. It has 2 more cores, and it has 16 megabytes of RAM. Holy shit! This Cricket is 3/4 of the way up a concrete wall right now. I kind of want to take like a picture. It's impressive how this thing is gone. I'm waiting for it to get like to the ceiling and then dive bomb my ass. Yeah, I need
a cricket shot.
I mean, it's gonna be a 6. Cricket jokes, people. Come on, stick with me.
104. That's not a cricket joke.
That starts. Here, I'm gonna send it to. I'll send it to you, Scotty, so that
Send
you
it
can
to me.
see the cricket. That's a cricket up there on the wall.
Cricket
I
on the wall.
started on the floor. Well, I mean, technically, I didn't see it until it was above the desk here.
Mhm.
But
It might have come out of hibernation because we heard it when we were down there.
oh
in
no, there are
October.
crickets in my house. Yeah, definitely. There was a cricket this week. I tried to
That's
talk some
impressive.
sense in it. I was gonna let it live. I was just gonna bring it downstairs so it could be with its friends, and it decided to jump away from me. So I caught it and smashed it, and then threw it in the toilet. Which
PETA's going to be all after you, man.
I feel like, well, I mean, I gave the cricket an option. The cricket decided to be an asshole, so I got rid of it.
Hmm.
Had the cricket just stayed on the piece of paper so that I could take him downstairs, that would have been fine.
Cricket was wireless.
Oh,
There we go.
wow.
So fun. Anything else you do this week aside from getting the new computer, which you got a day after the show? I think it was.
So new computer. I think it was Friday. Oh, I ordered it on Wednesday. It showed up on Friday.
Mhm.
I got it all set up. I didn't realize how hard new computers are still.
Yeah,
Like
kind
it's
of a bitch.
insane to me. It's like you still have to like download updates for the better part of 8 hours. Like
Yeah,
can't it just come to me updated and like ready to go? Come
Yeah.
on, people.
Ugh.
So I did that. I had to update some drivers and stuff, but
Yeah, 'cause
everything
Jeff
seems to
Gordon
be working
retired.
really
Dale
well.
Earnhardt Jr. is retired.
Yeah, had to download some drivers. I mean, no Joey Logano, who I saw this past week wrecking some people and like pushing them into walls and stuff. And
By the way, can you bring up on your phone, because I want to
Yeah.
play this audio?
can I play it?
Yeah, NASCAR's not gonna give a shit. Any publicity they can get. Instagram.com/NASCAR.
Instagram. Hold on.
I know, right?
All right, search NASCAR. NASCAR.
Nicker. No, be
All right.
careful with how you say that.
right.
It's gonna be the third row, first video where it says Fox Sports Latin America.
Okay, got it.
All right, now turn your volume up and then let's listen to this.
Entramos a la última vuelta del paperclip. Cambio al frente, pasa Truex. Truex nuevo líder, ¿qué te digo, papá? Aquí está Truex, va a tratar de regresar, lo ganó. Lo atacó, lo apartó. A ver, cambio toma. ¿Quién va a ser? ¡Ah, lo ganó! ¡Oh! ¡Lo ganó! Va a salir Blanca.
That's exactly how I would. That's exactly how I would believe. Like literally, I feel like I could get off the couch and walk to like my kitchen to grab a beer, and a Spanish announcer would make it sound so much more fun.
My favorite part is paperclip
Yeah, I don't even. What does that mean? What was he talking about?
because Martinsville is known as the paperclip.
In no way, shape, or form would I have known that. Hey, Gun Cannon is back. Nice to see you.
Oh, it was like I saw that on Instagram. I'm like, well, this. Why doesn't NASCAR have these announcers?
That's beautiful. Can you retweet stuff on Instagram?
I think you could repost stuff. Yeah, sure.
I want
don't
to.
know
I'm gonna
how.
repost it now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna figure out how to repost it.
There we go.
Oh, it's amazing.
Paperclip.
Oh my god. Okay, so Spanish announcers announcing sports is things that I know I should have in my life, but I didn't know I was missing.
Yes. You don't know until you get it. You don't got it till you get it. I am hiking all my things up here.
You're already warm.
I am warm AF.
All right. How do you repost something? Copy link, share to. What does share to do? Oh, why am I copying a link? Just let me. Why is this so hard?
I know, right?
People are going to be listening to the show like all pissed off
Do it
because
this way, stupid.
I don't know how to use. No, I don't want to save it. Oh, what a
Well, first off, why wouldn't you want to save it? Stop.
jerk. Okay, the link is copied to my clipboard, but how do I repost something? I'm gonna have to Google how to repost something on
Jesus. You might
Instagram.
as well use fucking Lycos.
If I wait long enough, someone will send me it on Twitter after the show goes up.
Gun Cannon might let us know. He's a tech whiz.
Oh, Gun Cannon says that reminded him of the Hindu announcer calling the Nick Bonino goal.
That's true.
And AJ says that was an experience. 10 out of 10. Would listen again.
Perfect. So I will be downloading this show quick just in case we do get copyright claimed. So my week was that of work. Hey, DJ Durkin got fired.
That's weird. I thought that he was rehired.
Yep, no, they just fired him again. They reinstated him and then they fired him. Because everyone hated that idea. Everyone's like, "What are you doing?" So, didn't have any hockey this weekend. Went out and shopped around. Got a pack in High Series 1991-92 Upper Decks.
Nice.
Anything else I did? Oh, I bought.
How do you have to get another app in order to repost something on Instagram?
My annual tradition, the 2018-19 sticker collection from Panini.
The
Panini!
The cricket is now climbing sideways on this wall, which is even more impressive than what it was doing. I think it's actually just getting into position to jump on me.
Essentially.
This is going to happen right in the middle of the show. I'm going to be like smacking and screaming like a tiny child.
Like a small woman.
Like a Hudson.
Yeah. Speaking of which, is his first Halloween.
First Halloween. I think
Wonder
he's
how
dressed
that's
like
going.
a hedgehog.
Is he Sonic?
I hope so.
You gotta go fast.
I want to go fast.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast here, Horn. So yeah. Yeah, so that was my week. This week we got hockey. And so the lovely and talented McCall. So she's back in town. Problem is she got her ID, she lost her ID, and she hasn't gotten a new one. So she can't drink.
It's probably better for you.
It's probably better for me in the long run, though it doesn't create much more sober stories. So we'll see if she actually, while she's here, she forgot her passport too, because she was using her passport as ID too. That hasn't worked either. Since it's in St. Cloud. But oh well, what can you do?
Oh, college kids.
Buy liquor elsewhere is what we do. Buy liquor elsewhere. Why is the total reboot of my computers needed? Go to hell. Anyway, yeah, that was my week. Nothing happening. Nothing much happening. Just hanging out. So it is what it is. Air fryer's fantastic, by the way. I will give top.
What have you fried in your air fryer?
Bacon.
Ooh.
French fries and chicken tenders.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. No,
geez,
not yet. No.
wait.
Maybe the injury report was coming on for your heart attack. That's coming up
Right?
soon.
I know exactly. Scotty Waz out indefinitely with a heart failure.
Or a heart attack.
Said heart attack. Me. I love this shit, and I may move to England. There we go. So yeah, no. But no, the bacon is nice and crisp. You see the fat part drain down of the thing. Oh,
Does it is it cook it faster? Like, is that what the air fryer is supposed to be? Is it supposed to be faster, or is it just a more healthy way of frying things?
yes. Like it took my curly fries about 10 minutes in the air fryer, starting from a cold start rather than 20 minutes after a preheat of the oven.
Oh,
So, we got that going for us.
all right. I need air fryer updates every week now.
Air fryer update. Here's an update from the air fryer.
Well, I mean, you don't have to do the update from the air fryer.
That'd be great if I did, though. How great would that be? Just have the air fryer next to me.
What if you air fry some stuff right before the show so that you can eat it while you're on the show?
I did that today, and I ate it before the show.
Oh,
So, oopsie.
That's so good.
It is. Talk a little, Johnny. I want to test something out.
All right. I'm here. I'm still watching this cricket. That's now. I'm going to post the picture of the cricket
Post the picture.
out on the face or the Twitter sphere.
Mhm.
Some of you guys follow me. I don't know. Oh, hold on. I'm still in the. That would be really funny coming from the Face Off Hockey Show account.
How great would that be?
Did I talk long enough?
Yeah, no, you're good. Whatever this is isn't working. Shockingly enough. God damn it. Anyway. All right, let's hit the music for real if you got the
okay.
chance.
Now we do it. Oh, that's pictures. That's not going to help me right now.
Look at this photograph.
I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in.
What condition my condition was in.
I appreciate that my Washington Capitals Stanley Cup Champions koozie has an American flag on the bottom of it.
As it should. All right, so we got ourselves a thing. Austin Matthews, shoulder injury at least 4 weeks. What
Cricket
happened?
down.
Cricket down. That's a shame.
Yep, cricket. It looks like the cricket's fallen. I don't see it on me, so that's a good sign.
He was trying to dive bomb, just wasn't you.
All right.
Anyway, Austin Matthews, shoulder injury at least 4 weeks. Maple Leaf Nation a little bit freaking out.
Yeah,
So
so is the parade still on? Like, I don't get it. The parade has to still be on, right?
I would think so. This is merely a hiccup, but still, this means they're not going to have home ice advantage. I think that's the problem.
Oh,
Therein lies the hook. There's that. Nikita Kucherov, lower body injury. He's day-to-day. He took a shot during the 8-3 victory of the Lightning on Tuesday night. He's going to be further reevaluated. I'm sure he'll be fine to go. Jake Allen, undisclosed, which is possibly meaning for concussion. He's day-to-day after getting run into during his game on Saturday, I think it was. That means Chad Johnson is your goalie for the Blues. God help you all.
Yeah, I saw him get run over. That didn't look good.
You can go ahead and make yourselves a nice little happenstance here as John Quick. If you had October 31st as John Quick is out indefinitely, you win your prize pool. He has got a torn meniscus, went in for surgery. He's out indefinitely. So good work, John Quick. Good work.
The heck? Why is UC Saros getting dropped in 2,195 leagues?
Pekka Rinne just got activated.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't care about that anyway.
Yeah. Max Pacioretty, upper body injury. He's day-to-day, aren't we all? Charlie McAvoy, upper body injury. He's on the IR. Thomas Vanek with a lower body injury. 2 to 3 week. Some suspension news. Mark Borowski suspended for a second time this month, this time for 3 games, going oops upside the head of Cody Eakin. He's reaching Tom Wilson levels of insanity. Speaking of Tom Wilson and the NHLPA are going to appeal to a third-party arbitrator on the suspension, which Gary Bettman upheld last week there. So it's funny, Borowski gets 2 suspensions in a month, and he's not considered a repeat offender. He gets 1 game and then 3 games.
Yeah, what the heck?
Repeat offender. I guess they forgot the 2 weeks before that. Whatever. Who am I to say? Who am I? PD Pablo motherfucker.
So Gun Cannon sent me the link on Twitter so that I can retweet it, which is almost as good. It's actually probably better because I don't have people that follow me on Instagram that much.
See, he's a guy who brings us that Leaving Las Vegas with Shifashev and what's his nut, and then he gives us this jewel. It's the best. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who else is the best? People who give us money. I'm only partly joking. Patreon.com/FaceOffHockeyShow. You can be one of the 10s who donate to us, who go ahead and say, hey, yo, what up? Here's some money to keep things going. It helps Johnny buy a new computer, maybe. It helps us get some flights, maybe. Helps us hookers and blow, mostly. It's really your money's going to hookers and blow.
Wow.
Hookers and blow. But you could be like Brian and Angela and Sean, Matthew, Damon, Mark, Trista, Jeff, Kevin, Ethan, Chris, and Mitch. They've all donated. So can you. Patreon.com/FaceOffHockeyShow. And part of that, you could pick our segment. However, before we get to that, we know we have an extra show to do. So I'm thinking of a bit, Johnny. Thinking of a bit for the next extra shows. Why are we so great? And we have our famous friends come on and tell us why they think we're so great.
Okay. I'm in.
Okay. Sean Leahy will be our first, and that'll be next week.
I was thinking that once we run out of good ideas, that we just every like once a month we bring somebody on that pays us for the extra show for an hour.
So yeah, we will have Sean Leahy on, and if all else fails, we'll have Lyle and Jen on, and if we can catch the big fish of Greg Wyshynski, we will have him on to tell us why we're so great. Seems good. I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Okay. And we can milk that for 4 months. It'll be perfect. Because
those are the only 4 people we know.
Essentially, we can get the Pope on.
Sure. You can't even get him on the real show.
Well, that would be the even bigger get.
Actually, let's be completely honest. With the Pope, I could just tell him it's the real show, and he wouldn't know the difference.
He wouldn't care. It's the best.
He'd be like, "Why did we not talk about hockey at all for that hour? That's weird. We just talked about
weird. Talked about draft trips." Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You vote. We gave you the options. You voted on it. We picked one. Well, you picked one. The NHL is now in the bed with betting. That's right. MGM Resorts will be the official betting partner of the National Hockey League. The NHL's designation is not exclusive.
Isn't
the
there
NHL
one in Washington, D.C.?
MGM, I think so. Isn't it National Harbor?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. No. So multi-year deal, non-exclusive data rights seen as an essential for in-game betting speed. Also includes rights for MGM to use the logos of all the teams and make the properties an NHL-sponsored resort destination. So there you go. The NHL in bed with MGM.
All right.
Betting wise, Betman, Betman, Betwoman, Betman dollars. Your thoughts, Johnny?
It was bound to happen at some point. Let's be completely honest. I think the NHL are smart in this deal because at least they're getting something out of it. Because I mean, there's plenty of betting going around. There's betting everywhere, even if they're not supposed to be betting. There's betting, so at least the NHL's like, you know what? If you're gonna do it, it's like legalizing pot.
Hi, Canada.
Like the government is basically like, we know you're going to do it. We might as well get our cut. So like the NHL is just smart. This is good business. This is good business for the NHL. The NHL has actually done well in good business scenarios. Marketing, good business, yes.
Right, exactly. The marketing portion of it, leaves a lot to be desired. But business wise, they know how to make a deal.
Agreed.
So the NHL.
I'm just waiting for more ads to be on the ice.
Oh yeah, right. Turn into a Europe league altogether. Bettman said they're not getting part of the book.
Yeah,
so
they're
not
getting
going to get
something.
They're getting. Well, they're getting the
deal.
It's a licensing and branding rather than a percentage of volume.
They're getting something. There's going to be some sort of kickbacks as well, I'm sure. There's an under the table that's going on.
According to the Westgate, Las Vegas hockey accounts for 6% of annual handle.
Hey, it's not bad.
Not bad. But I don't, It's up because the Golden Knights are there.
That's what I was going to say. Is that I mean, that has to be trending up because the Golden Knights now.
Yeah. So
and they can only football will be there next year, right? I think
next year or
next
year
year
after.
Or the year after. Yeah, one of the two.
I think 2019. But yeah, I mean, but I don't know. Hockey betting seems weird to me. Like it's not big scores, not big totals.
You can bet on soccer.
You can.
It's actually more in England you can literally bet in the stadium before a soccer game.
Yeah, the NHL trying to curb that, I think. We'll see if they get those in the arenas because Vegas wanted them in the arenas and they really didn't get that.
The wet hot slots.
The white hot slots, baby. It's a smart idea. I mean, the NHL and the NHLPA are making big deals on this. I don't know. I think it'll work out. I don't see gambling as a bad thing.
I don't either, and I don't think that the NHL. I don't think team sports where you have to play 20 players a night leads you to a situation where you can collude to throw games, I guess, for lack of a better way to say that. I mean, it happened with the White Sox, right?
Yeah, the Black Sox.
But that's a 9-player team, effectively.
Right.
Like, you can get 9 players together to be like, yeah, we're going to suck. We're going to throw it. We're going to make a lot of money off this. But I don't think you can do it with 20 players that are playing all the time.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. I mean, it's not a blue chip situation either, where Shaq and Penny are getting paid.
It's also not basketball where one player can take over an entire game.
Absolutely.
You're allowed to bet on basketball.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Why not have hockey?
Whoa! Apparently, you can wrestle. You can bet on professional wrestling, which I didn't know.
Yeah, no, there is betting odds for professional wrestling.
It's amazing.
Betting odds for everything.
Hold on. How are there betting odds for professional wrestling? Doesn't someone know what's going to happen?
Right? Like that. There's the insider trading. Like, there's the things that are going to get you in trouble.
Wow. Okay. Maybe it's better to just not ask questions I don't want the answer to.
Right? Oh boy. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with this.
I think it was as things became legal. Now it's time for leagues to get their cut. NBA did it. I think the NFL's fine with it. They just don't. They want more money, and they're not going to get it. The NHL is just the last one to do it, and the last one to kind of really get into it, and now they're into it fully.
Doesn't it always seem like the NHL is kind of one of those groups of people that are like, Gary Bettman's just kind of sitting back with his feet up, going like, all right, let's see how this pans out. And then when like other people show that it could work, he's like, all right, let's see if we can make it a little bit better. Like, I feel like the NHL are never the first group of people to ever try things.
Right. Yeah, I think they kind of just see how it works and play they feel out the room. as it were.
AJ also brings up the good point that the White Sox players were also very underpaid with no possibility
This
of
is
free
true.
agency.
This is very true. All right, Johnny. Well, here we go. Betting lines. You want betting lines? Here we go.
Sure. Bring them.
So for tonight's game, Chicago, Vancouver. You got an open bet over under 6. For the open. What does open mean? What does that mean? Give me a open consistent.
Idea. Do we need to bring on David P. Lycoming
should
for
bring
our
on
betting
David P.
part of the
Lycoming.
show from now on?
The Polar Bears picks consists of first betting line received from one of our Las Vegas sports books. All right, so the open was 6 under 20. I don't know what is that? How do I read this? 6 under 20. Blackhawks minus 120. Vancouver plus 100.
Okay. I don't know what any of that means.
So if you bet $1, you get $1 back. Essentially, it's 2-to-1 odds against. If you bet $1, you only get 50 cents back for the Blackhawks bet, or something like that. I don't know.
So is that 150 pennies they give you?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
The MGM Mirage gives the Blackhawks minus 130, Vancouver plus 110. So it's all money line bets. Over under at MGM is 6 under.
All right.
I think. I don't know how to read these fucking lines.
Yeah, we definitely need somebody to help us with the betting part of
We
the
need
show.
David P. Lycoming. We need to conquer casino craps.
Yes, agreed.
Let's see. How do I play the puck line? I think it's called a puck line because you have to make everything hockey. Puck line betting is a point spread where the game is always plus or minus 1.5. Works in an advantage for the game's underdog by leveling the playing field, being between both hockey teams. Standard, typical betting. Blah 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 blah. So there we go. Puck line plus or minus 1.5. Booyah, Grandma. Booyah.
Yeah, Mark.
All
What
right,
are
so
you
here we go.
dressed as?
What are you dressed as, Mark?
I just put my hood up. I'm dressed as a.
Are you Snow?
I'm dressed as an exhausted father of 2. Wait, 1.
Whoa. Hold on. Spoiler alert. Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't want to say it. Mark was actually out 10 weeks because he was siring a new baby.
Yeah, no, it's only 1, but it feels like 2 sometimes.
Did you steal a child?
Yeah, that's why I have my hood up so people won't recognize me.
There you go. We're talking about gambling. What you got there?
Merry Christmas, guys.
Already?
He's already in it.
It's not even November.
No.
It's not even midnight on October 31st.
Oh, Johnny. We forgot something.
Oh no! What did we forget?
He's back tomorrow.
He's back.
Yeah.
Wyclef's back, baby. Woo! Perfect. Happy Wyclef Day tomorrow, everybody.
Happy Wyclef Day.
So normally I wouldn't start Christmas this early, but we've been watching Hallmark movies, and they had it at Wegmans, and I'm not gonna not buy it.
That's
so.
true. It's a very true statement.
God, are you just domesticated? Holy shit.
Well, it's either that or ESPN most of the time, and when I get home from work, I can't get to the remote fast enough. And if it's Candace Cameron Bure, I'm not changing the channel. So
fair. All right, so here's the
Hallmark movies with Candace Cameron Bure, just extensions of Full House anyway.
Pretty much. It's like, how Matt Damon plays pretty much the same character in every movie he's in. Tom Cruise plays pretty much the same character in every movie he's in. I feel like Candace Cameron Bure it's the same. Like DJ got out of the house and then she became a doctor and moved to Alaska. And then she wound up dating Santa Claus's son. That's the movie we're watching right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, Santa Claus. The old guy with the white beard.
Who?
With a pet reindeer named Rudy.
Chris Kringle?
Yes. I think he doesn't go by Chris though. I think he goes by Christopher.
Sounds about
Fenton
right.
Clawson?
But spoiler alert, it's really Santa.
Oh. Well. All right, so here's how to read a betting line, Johnny. We figured it out.
Oh, thank God. There's a Wikipedia
So
page for this.
this is from oddshark.com. A usual money line will be Detroit minus 110, Toronto 130. So if you have to bet $110 on the Red Wings to win 100, you have to or $100 on Toronto to win 130. Does that make sense?
Okay. No.
Detroit's the favorite.
Okay.
So you're basically, if you bet on them,
so
you're
if
losing
you-
money.
So the negative line gives you money. Okay.
No, but the no. The
No, the
negative
positive line
means
gives you money.
the negative means that they are favored to win.
Yes.
That
Okay.
means if you bet $100 and they're minus 130 or something,
Minus 110.
then that means
You have to bet
use
110 to get
more money. No, just kidding. Yeah, you need to bet 110 to get 100 back. Is that what it is?
That is. Or if you bet 100 on Toronto at plus 130, you win 130 back.
There has to be a way easier way to put this. Like,
Well,
why
here's
don't you just call it like times, like, and put a percentage, or like 1.3,
Hmm.
or times
Well, here's what it is,
0.9.
Johnny. Here's the puck line.
Oh, okay.
Detroit minus 1.5 at minus 175, whereas Toronto is plus 1.5 at plus 150. Odds makers expect Detroit to win by 1 goal because they're essentially making them underdogs to win by 2 or more. Betting Toronto to lose or win by a goal in this case provides a much smaller return but better odds.
So, John, it makes sense because all the numbers are around 100 because the 100 is either what you bet or what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if it's plus 130, if you bet 100, you get 130 back. If it's minus 130, you need to bet 130 to get 100 back.
This is why I just give Sean $100 and then he tells me what he bet on.
right. And just put 20 on red. That's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah. I give Sean $100. He comes back and gives me $200. I don't even ask how much he actually won.
Right.
I just take the $200 and I was like, thanks. Like, he could have made 14 grand. And I'm like, thanks for the $200. I doubled my profits.
Exactly. You're none the wiser.
Yeah. Why do I care? I made $100. I didn't do anything.
Mark, what do you think about the gambling? The hockey getting into
I
gambling.
think it's crazy. So this is going to be wild. Well, for many reasons. First of all, there were already too many nerds that were into hockey statistically, courses and whatnot. I can't imagine the amount of nerdy stats that are going to go into moneyballing hockey now for Vegas. Because, it's easy to moneyball football and baseball for Vegas.
Sure.
I feel like hockey is a tough one, man. I can't believe, like, if you went last year at this time and said that Vegas was going to go to the Stanley Cup Finals, like, nobody would have predicted that. But now that they've got a year's worth of stats under their belt, I feel like Vegas does pretty good with all that stat stuff. But that's because they have a lot of nerds back behind the scenes,
Right?
So I don't know. I feel like it's good. It's progressive almost to say for the NHL to actually want to be a part of providing that information for Vegas, but at the same time, it's like there's a bit of a gray area because they're the only major sports organization that has a team in Vegas. Does that not seem odd to anyone else? Like, they're willing to play ball with Vegas and they have a sports franchise in Vegas.
How gray is it?
Charcoal.
I was going with exclusive gray. Sorry.
Yeah, Mark wasn't here for exclusive gray.
That's true.
Which,
Mark wasn't here.
By the way, Johnny, Arizona State 4-2-1 this season.
Well, that's what happens when nobody knows what fucking colors you're wearing. You have 75 different combinations.
Mark, were you here for that? Arizona State announcing their new uniforms?
Oh my god.
They have seven. I think it's 75 different uniform combinations.
I think it was like 72.
Yeah,
or some weird number. They have 3 jerseys. What was it? 3 jerseys, 3 pairs of pants, 4 pairs of socks, and 3 different helmets that they could wear for 72 combinations or something stupid like that.
All right, so
yeah, that's ridiculous. That's like Maryland level of different mixing and matching.
Wasn't it Under Armour or no? It was Adidas. It was Adidas.
So here you go. 4 helmets, 2 jerseys. We'll play the clip and then.
Oh, no, they have a 3rd jersey.
Yeah, I know. We're getting to it. We're
Okay,
getting to it. Calm your tits.
Thank
God. It's not gonna play, is it? It's not gonna fucking play for me. All right, here we go. Screw it. So here we go. 2 new jerseys, home and white and maroon. So the helmet, the gray is just for the helmet and the gloves and the pants. 72 total uniform combinations.
After that, show me that again.
72 uniform. So 2 New Jerseys.
Timeout. Glove options. Take that out.
No,
No.
that's a different combination.
They have 3 different gloves.
I don't get glove combinations does not play into.
Oh,
no.
absolutely it does.
No.
How do you know? How does it not?
What are you just saying that because who was it, Berman, that wore the white gloves? If he had a pair of black gloves as well, he didn't have a different color combination.
Correct. The color combination.
3 different gloves. Boomsha.
No.
Red. Yes.
An exclusive gray.
It's exclusive gray.
I don't care. see, that sucks as a player. You have to break in 3 different pairs of gloves. Why?
Do you really have to break in equipment anymore?
Gloves, I don't think you have to break in as often as much anymore. It's pretty much pre-broken in.
What did the goalies have different gear too?
No, the goalies are their own animal.
Okay,
so it's just player gear.
No, the goalies have 108 different combinations.
The goalies have different pants and different jerseys. I'm going with 4 different color combinations
and different helmets.
Yeah,
they
they
have
might
at
wear
least a
different
backup
helmets.
helmet.
It's true. So let's make that 8 then.
And he says it's the 4-headed monster costume that will scare people.
Also, remember, because it's a Adizero, fabrics are 27% stronger on burst testing and 72% tougher on abrasion testing. So,
exclusive gray. What a great color.
What are they bursting on it?
Hey.
They bursted on those hose.
That's a completely different podcast.
What do they do? Do they get skate really fast and then spray the jersey to see what happens? Like, what is the burst testing for?
They're actually putting into like a fucking cavern and then blowing it up. And let's see. Here we go. So here we go, Mark. Here's the new tradition: Sun Devils hockey. They got the things and the numbers. Lighter, cooler, stronger, baby. It's the TLC commercial. Perforated number system reduces number weight by 60%. How about that? Climate fried technology. You got the C there. Got the helmets there. Look at all the different helmets. Exclusive gray. Look at it. They're fantastic. You can just have so many.
Get them to just spin around like that. That's crazy.
I know, right? They pivot. It's fantastic. Look at all the perforations. 2 jerseys, 4 helmets, 3 pants, 3 gloves. That equals $72 bills, y'all. Exclusive gray.
I'm getting the calculator out. Hold on.
Exclusive gray.
So we got
the exclusive gray.
2 jerseys times 4 helmets, right? Times 3 gloves times what was the other one?
3 pants.
3 pants. Yeah, 70 just comes out. I mean, the math checks out. So
It's the most in college hockey because other teams are just scraping by for jerseys.
I mean, people said that Arizona State's the best party school and they produce dumb people, but they got the math right. So who can argue?
Oh shit! Why is Pete Weber on here? I got it. There's a 19-minute compilation of Pete Weber. Sure, why not? I'll put that in my watch later.
I cannot wait until they come out with the exclusive gray jersey and then it becomes like 108 combinations.
Oh god!
Why not just all exclusive gray everything?
Oh, they could go all exclusive.
Well, then
gray.
they have to be called Arizona Slate. Fucking nailed it, son.
My God.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the quality posting you get here at Face Off Hockey.
Oh man, you guys are on fire tonight.
It's really warm in this fucking onesie. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
He's on fire. From way downtown.
From way downtown, bang! All right, so there you go. Gambling. We're gambling that the NHL knows what they're doing, and they're gonna get some fat cash for this. I want an exclusive gray jersey now. God damn it.
Right. So, Mark, can you do the math again and see what happens when they add a 3rd exclusive gray jersey?
All right. So let's see. So we
have 3 jerseys.
So 3 jerseys. Hold on.
4 helmets.
Hold on. Okay. 3 jerseys, 4 helmets, 3 gloves, 3 pants. That's now. You ready for this? You got any guesses?
108.
Johnny?
I don't know. I just kept saying 108. I'm thinking it's more like 92.
It is 108. You both.
Hey!
Really?
Yeah, you both win the trailer park starter set from Price is Right.
I was joking the whole time that it was 108, but that's amazing.
108. Look at you.
Fantastic. That's great.
Wow. I cannot wait until next season when they come out with the 108 options.
Here's my question.
Do they even play enough games to wear that many different combinations of?
No.
Oh, sorry.
But why did they go with gloves and not socks? Gloves, socks were the more obvious choice there. Why did they go different? So now
because it has to match the jersey. So the gloves can adapt and you can chameleon those. The socks matching the jerseys. You got to make it look sweet.
Really? That's a thing?
Yeah, sure.
Eddie wants to know if you're in a Winnie the Pooh costume.
It's a koala costume. You ingrate.
Wow.
Fucking Winnie the Pooh. He's yellow. Is my lighting that bad that I look like a Coldplay song? It was all yellow.
It's okay.
Getting goes 108. Really? It sounds like the temperature they'll have suffering through carrying all that shit to the rink.
Fucking, you're not wrong. The poor equipment managers.
You look more like Pedo Bear than Pooh Bear.
Well, I do have to stay anyway. I can't say that. Oh boy. So yeah, Arizona State actually playing well. Problem is they're playing as independents, so they're the only independent team in the NCAA.
That means no one will vote for them.
What ice rink are they playing in?
The Oceanside Arena. I think it holds 1,000. I think Piney.
Jeff Bloss loves the drum solos in that arena.
He loves.
Wow.
That was yellow card in Ocean Avenue, but I still got it.
Cut.
That was a very deep cut. However, they go to play Penn State this week, where they'll get the shit kicked out of them because Penn State's ranked number 6 at Penn State too.
Man, you remember when Penn State was a club team and played against University of Maryland? That was like 15 years ago, and now they're not ranked number 6 in the.
Well, yeah, because
NCAA.
Terry Paguglia just decided to sink money into the team. That's the reason why. And Arizona State was a club team that boosted up, but the problem is that there's nobody to save them.
Was that another yellow card joke? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I was going to go Jewel, but
well, is Gary Bettman going to bail out Arizona State like he did with Arizona?
Only if Judge Redfield T. Bob keeps the team in town.
Yeah.
Arizona State could be the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, by the way, the capacity for Arizona State, 500. So every Black Bears game could be near capacity if they played at Arizona State.
Well, okay, so let's be completely honest.
Right.
If Arizona State gave out one jersey set to a fan in each game, they could almost outfit the entire stands in 4 games.
Yeah.
5 games. I'll give them 5 games.
Give him 5. I'm going to give him 5 games, guys.
Just in case the same people don't come to the game afterwards.
It would look like the crowd in an NHL 08.
Oh, yes.
Game, right? Am I right?
It'd be amazing, though.
Section
I'd take it.
The same, because they're all wearing the same things, and
they all look the same.
Processing wasn't so great. So
there's
they had
one whole section that's just getting exclusive gray, but that's like the winners section.
That's fantastic. I'm actually trying to find attendance. Here we go, attendance. Maryland Blackbirds, I think, aside from Johnstown, who plays at the old War Memorial, Maryland's up there in the East Division for attendance.
Nice.
So
they got to be padding those stats at Piney. They're taking the people that were at the public skate an hour beforehand.
No, you got to pay to get in.
You do have to pay. Yeah, they kick everybody out.
Yeah, since they own the rink, they kind of make their own rules. So Johnny can attest that the building's kind of packed. It looks packed from the TV screen. I'll tell you that much.
It was. It wasn't as packed last week, as it had been the previous 2.
They're on
sets.
TV.
Yeah, on hockeytv.com. They broadcast every game.
Get the hell out of here.
That's how I've been watching. I've been keeping track of the Black Bears. Watching
Is it
them
free?
No, it's like I paid I think $300 to get access to. Well, here's the thing, and this is just me. Let me bring up my Hockey TV. There's not a lot of news, folks. That's why we're kind of doing this. By the way, no changes in goalie pads despite complaints. Guys who hates the shoulder pads, you're going to keep on hating him. Braden Holtby actually changed shoulder pads because the CCMs were too small. Changed somewhere else. So here is again with the Scotty Screen Share. If you want to sponsor Scotty Screen Share, please, for the love of God, holla at your boys. So here's the game list for today that I have access to with my $300.
Wow. Wait, a game got canceled?
Well, yeah, they probably didn't have the equipment.
Hey, Oceanside.
Yeah.
Didn't
So,
have
yeah.
the Oh, you mean like the game's happening?
The
just
game's happening. It's just the
No,
broadcast.
he means one of the 72 jersey sets didn't show up.
So I have.
How do you pronounce that? Go back.
all right,
Go back.
I'm
The
going back.
Nanaimo.
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 One above it. Coquitlam.
Coquitlam.
Real. I feel
Yeah,
like these are made
No,
up.
they're all British Columbia, so they're all high.
The Coborg. You can't trust them.
Because they'll simulate you.
The
Yeah.
Hamilton Kilty Bees. It's a bee with a kilt. Ah!
Oh my god. What did St. Jerome ever do?
It was a panther. It's Black Panther.
Scored a lot of points for
guys,
Flames.
our free games going on around between the Fort Francis Lakers and the Thief River Falls Norskies.
Whoa, Thief River.
Yep. That's actually, I think, in Minnesota. So why are the,
So I can
hold
watch
on.
a free game every night and not pay for it?
essentially.
Wow.
But you
that-
only get to select free games.
Is that Shatluck or Shituk?
It's Shattuck.
Shattuck?
Shattuck St. Mary's, and they're playing against Red Bull Salzburg.
That's interesting. There's a high school team playing against a European squad.
I think this is the adult league, while the West End Wild take on Dump and Chase.
Oh my god.
While the Snake Charmers take on Queens in the North.
Yeah, that's
Snake
absolutely adult league. How do we get these nuts on there?
It is actually it is the Ottawa Senators Adult League. Let's see. Let's play this. Let's
God.
see.
Are we
let's
going to get
see what's
flagged for
happening.
this?
Like I said, I will. There's 5 games going on in the Ottawa Senators Adult Hockey League that is going on right now.
Is the Ottawa Senators Adult Hockey League like a feeder system?
It could be. Could very well be. Now we get an ad for the education stuff, or no? Up there we go. Look at the bell.
Ah,
points.
the Zamboni.
Zamboni's just hanging out. Let's see if this game's on. Can I switch to this game? Okay. Yep. Nope. All right. No, I get it. I'm gonna enjoy my game here. Yep. Look at all these moves. These kids with sick hands, bro. Look at that. Top depth bar down Selly. You know, I don't know hockey lingo. I apologize. Lineup for this game has not been loaded. That's a shame. It's a damn shame. Oh, broadcast has not started yet. Are you kidding me? It's garbage.
That's
Whatever.
fantastic, though, that they literally, it's not adult league, but it is essentially.
It literally says Adult Hockey League. So it's Adult League.
That's so good.
Yep, because here, look, the Honey Badgers take on the Blade Runners.
Wait, the Honey Badgers were in our league.
We were the Blue Badgers, remember?
Poor excuses.
The Ottawa Hurricanes.
The Beer Babes.
The Rejects Hockey. Great.
God, this might be worth $300.
The Dude Abides. Ha!
Well done.
Dropouts Hockey. Beer Tranquilizers. What?
No, it says Beaver Tranquilizers.
Oh, even better. So if you want your Ottawa Senators Adult Hockey League, get
Wait.
Hockey TV.
Is that the U.S. National something development
The
program?
under 18 team plays Muskegon 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Wait, what's the T stand for?
Oh,
U.S. National Team
Development Program. Yep.
I expected there'd be a hockey somewhere in there, but I guess that's obvious.
Mm-hmm. Whereas Walpole takes on New Jersey. Look at all this. Look at all these games. I'm on page 5.
This is tonight.
No, this is like when we saw the U.S. national team that was starting Thursday.
Why the hell is Johnstown's playing on Thursday night?
That is kind of weird. at not even Thursday night, 1:30.
That must be when they can get ice time.
Yeah, Wilkes-Barre probably. And the free game is the Sioux Eagles against the Hearst Lumberjacks, 6 p.m. Central Time. So this is all Central Time. So 7 p.m. Eastern. Jenny, you could check out some free games.
This is awesome.
I got it on my Roku. It's fantastic.
The East
Hold on, you
Wizards
can
of the
watch this
Coast.
on your TV.
Yeah, if you have a Roku, you can download the Hockey TV app and pay and watch the free games.
The
Oh my
Wizards
God,
of the
this is
East
amazing.
Coast.
Where do
They
you
have a
see
great
that?
card game.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it was just the East Coast. The
Yeah.
Minnesota Mullets take on the Kazan Vipers. What is that? Is that Hulk Hogan as their logo? Hold on. We have to dive further.
Wow,
into this.
we've gone down a deep hole at this point.
Holy shit.
That's amazing.
They could probably get sued for that. I think it wouldn't be Hulk Hogan except for the hairline. You can tell it's Hulk Hogan because of the hairline.
Mullet shave moose carry win streak to Chicago Showcase.
Oh my God. They probably have a field day with this.
Did they hire the old website runners from NHL.com?
Grow in the flow. Forward Morrison commits the mullets. Get it?
Wow.
They definitely hired the guy that used to do the headlines for NHL.com.
Jesus.
I cannot wait.
I want a
until-
fucking jersey.
I can't wait until they have like a business in the front, party in the back type of like headline. What can you use that for even? Maybe if they were like a shutdown defensive team for the beginning part of the game and then they came out flying for the third period.
On a business in the front, they score the dirty goals, but party in the back is maybe a shutout. I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's a home and home. Gun
Business
Cannon
in the
wants
front.
them to come
Hold
out
on.
to the real American theme song.
Business in the front, strong forecheck. Party in the back, scoring from the blue line.
There you go. I like that.
Mm.
That's what it is.
Or if the
Offensive,
goalie scores.
yeah, exactly. Oh, that's fantastic. I want a jersey now. Those jerseys look supreme.
Wow, that's amazing. Speaking of jerseys, the Black Bears red jersey should be out the next time I'm there.
Oh, really? I might have to get you to see me some sizings. I might have to send you Venmo you some money. Venmo, the way kids do it these days. Anyway, boy howdy. Talking about Venmo, talking about the kids. We talk about Lyle Richardson. Hi, Lyle.
Hi there, giant bear.
Bring your mic down.
Put your mic down.
There, how's that?
That's it's
There.
all right. Yeah, you're good.
You were
There you
too
go.
high. I mean, your mic
I was too, yeah, I was too high. No, you're right. You had it right the first time. I am Canadian.
Lyle, I for one am just a marsupial, so let's not with this bear shit.
Yeah, but you missed what I said 30 seconds ago about the high. And anyway, you may be a marsupial, but you look like a giant bear to me right now.
We are hashtag. We are also.
Well,
bears.
in some circles, I would be considered one.
You're not
Lyle.
Not that there's anything wrong with
No,
that.
you gotta do your choice, whatever.
No.
Anyway,
I'm hoping that the goalie has his helmet painted like a mullet. Like that would be amazing.
Lyle, we've been talking about the Minnesota Mullets, this USPHL team.
Let me guess. Their mascot is.
Lyle, here's their jerseys. Their jerseys are this.
Oh.
It's Hulk Hogan
It is Hulk
with a
Hogan.
helmet.
That is Hulk Hogan. I would have expected their mascot to be Barry Melrose. If you're going to call yourself the Mullets, then come on,
Listen,
come
brother,
on.
This is great. This is a
Yeah,
great
but their
jersey.
colors were maroon and yellow.
Right? Because they couldn't do red and yellow because that would be too obvious.
Yeah. What you gonna do when the Mullets run wild on you?
They have one jersey that tears away after games or something.
Yeah,
They
they
like ripped it in half.
Here's the problem. Lyle, Gene Principe would have to relocate there. So then after the game, the star of the game will go, "Let me tell you something, Gene." And then
And then
go
we're
into
off.
his promo.
Oh my! Just don't call. You're not the Minnesota Mullet. You're the Minnesota Hulk Hogan, or if that's too copyrighted, the Minnesota Terry Bolluse.
The Minnesota Brothers.
They even better. Yeah, the Minnesota Hulksters.
Yeah.
That's probably copyrighted.
That's probably copyrighted. Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
When these 24 win pythons go wild on you.
24-centimeter pythons.
Well, hey.
24-centimeter garden snakes run wild on you.
Oh, I think I watched that video actually.
I don't think that's a video you can watch with children.
Yeah.
Mark?
You can watch it with the child dish, but not actual children.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you couldn't watch it if you had children.
Yeah, no. Oh, you still can, but you'll have fun trying to explain yourself later.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Lyle, how was Thanksgiving?
That was 3 weeks ago, dude.
Not a joke.
That was 3 weeks ago.
He was actually asking.
I'm not that high.
He hasn't been here since.
I mean, I never asked you before, so
Thanksgiving was a day I was very thankful. I was because Kiefer, my son, made Thanksgiving dinner, and it was fantastic. It was turkey that had bacon on top, baked, roasted in the oven with bacon on it. Oh my God, it was fabulous. Maple flavored bacon.
Why wouldn't it be?
That is true. For Canadian Thanksgiving,
was it Canadian bacon? So it was really just maple flavored ham.
Maple. It was just ham and maple.
Maple flavored actual bacon.
It was really just one big cordon bleu sandwich.
Oh, it was fabulous.
Ham.
He had to he had to baste it. He was all afternoon basting it, but it was well worth it. That was fantastic. So he's on orders now. He has to do that again for Christmas dinner.
That's fantastic.
We're not gonna force American Thanksgiving on him for that because we don't want to get spoiled.
Until next year.
Yeah. We don't want to get spoiled. No.
Yeah, next year you got to work in another meat because now you got 2 meats, so you need a third meat after that.
Well, exactly. We'll come up with something.
That's how the Americans do it. They stuff all sorts of meat inside other kinds of meat, and then that's what we call Thanksgiving.
That's what you call turducken. I remember I've experienced American Thanksgiving. And
I remember the first Thanksgiving where they just stuck a whole bunch of meat inside of other meat, and then they grilled it, and turducken. I'm sure it was part of the first Thanksgiving.
Can you do beer can turkey? I know you can do beer can chicken. You roast it. Yeah,
they're roughly the same size. They're both party fowls.
You should be able to do that. I would not do the deep fried. Don't do the deep fried bird. That's a lot of boiling fat, and that should be done well away from buildings.
Yeah, YouTube has a nice compilation of people blowing up their backyards.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's one thing to blow up your backyard. Don't do it in your house or on your deck.
But they wouldn't do it though if they were wearing Arizona State jerseys.
You definitely don't want to do it on your deck because it'll be just bobatize yourself. Exclusive grade. Lyle, the greatest line. Mark set me up perfectly, as he said that they should get an exclusive, the Arizona State, because he's never seen him. He said Arizona State should get an exclusive gray uniform, and then use the gray pants and the gray helmet and the gray thing. And I said you couldn't. You'd have to call him Arizona Slate then.
Yeah. What do we got, Paul? Take it away.
There we go.
If I'm sure at the time, in the moment, that it was very funny.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Are my eyes red? Can you tell?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with all the weeds you've been doing, I don't know.
They're actually shortages.
Oh, I know.
Not here on the island though. Not here on the island. We got not that it's not popular here.
There's
Yes,
plenty.
it is, but working my way through it. But yeah, it's very popular. It's very popular, and I love that conservative critics are trying to say that this is proof positive that legalized marijuana in Canada is a failure because stores are running out of it within 2 weeks. Yes, it's very unpopular. Yes, it's a total and complete utter failure.
Here we go. Don't
Fry a
turkey on your deck, people. Don't
no
fry
insurance for you.
Oh, come on. Oh, this guy. Let's get a load of this guy. Is it gonna
What in the name of God are you doing? Oh, no.
Mark, you gotta keep talking so it shows.
no,
on
I
screen.
know.
No, yeah, keep talking, bud.
Even with the flame coming out like that? What are you, dumb? Yep, you're dumb. Oh, yeah. Put the turkey in. Is he on a lake right there? What is this? Yeah. Kirk, what are you thinking, Kirk?
He's on his driveway, I think.
Oh, it's a driveway.
He rolls it away.
Do your research.
Yeah, so don't deep fry your turkey.
All right. By the way, if you wanted an Arizona State red jersey with the exclusive gray on the on there, it's $103.99
That's not bad.
on the shop.thesundevils.com.
I'm gonna wait until they come out with the exclusive gray jersey with the red on the sleeve.
That'd be great.
Next season when they go to 108 combinations.
108 combinations.
Actually, you know what? Did we take into account that if they bring in an exclusive gray jersey, they have to also add exclusive gray socks? I don't think we took that into account, did we, Mark?
Well, no, we did. Well, no, because we had.
We mentioned the socks. They have to match exclusive gray jersey.
Yes, so yeah, they have to match.
Did we add a third pair of socks when we got?
No, because socks was not in the original equation.
Oh, socks is not in the original.
No, it was
equation at all.
jerseys, gloves, helmets, pants.
Okay, 108 combinations, Lyle. If they add just one more jersey.
Oh, I give them. Oh, they got to go for it. They got to go all out.
Why not?
Absolutely.
What the hell else you doing with your life? You playing in a
as you
arena
said.
that sits 500 for college hockey?
And I just love
want them to
the
have as
sound of
many-
hearing. I just love the sound of hearing you guys saying exclusive gray.
I want them to have as many combinations of jerseys as fans.
Oh man. one for each one of you because you are all unique.
Exactly.
All 500 of
The
you.
Snowflake Cup.
And if two of you show up wearing the same combination, you must fight to the death.
Yes.
At first
Inside the
intermission.
confines of a steel
That's actually
cage.
that's the intermission.
Yeah,
Yes.
At first intermission.
Hell in a cell.
All
Sounds amazing to me.
It does actually.
right.
Yesterday.
Well, Lyle, what do you know about John Ziegler? Passed away last week. Former NHL, probably the last true NHL president, because Gil Stein really doesn't count.
Yeah, no.
The guy who brought about the Sun Belt expansion.
Yeah.
Brought
That's
about the idea of putting places or putting hockey in unclaimed places
In the Sun Belt, yeah.
in the Sun Belt. So I mean, he oversaw the WHA merger.
Yep.
Oversaw this new era,
Mhm.
but a lot of people thought he was a stick in the mud because he was so businesslike.
I wouldn't say so much stick in the mud. The thing that kind of tars his legacy is he was a little too cozy with the owners. Now, obviously, if you're the NHL president, you're supposed to, obviously you're, same as Bettman is the commissioner, and he's, representing the owners in, labor talks with the players. But they had a really, really cozy, a little too cozy relationship. It was basically. Ziegler was basically in the pocket of a handful of NHL team owners, led predominantly by everybody's buddy Dollar Bill Wirtz, who owned the Chicago Blackhawks. And they also had Alan Eagleson, who was then the director of the NHLPA, on side as well. And basically, they'd have their little get-togethers on Wirtz's yacht, and they would basically hash out what labor agreements were going to be, over certain periods of time. So the result was you saw player salaries held, artificially low, because Eagleson was in cahoots with them, and it was a very, very cozy little relationship they had. But because of that, once the players began to realize just how badly they were being screwed, that put us on the path toward basically what we've seen. You know, we had a player strike in '92, which brought about the end of Ziegler's tenure, but that also set the stage for, you know, the 3 lockouts we've had ever since, and the contentious labor history. So that has to be when you're talking about John Ziegler. I mean, you have to take into account all the things. I mean, he did a lot of good things for the game, but he also did some things that you know, kind of, you know, held things back, especially from the player's point of view. And there was definitely a real reluctance on their part as well to do anything about some of the, you know, let's face it. Back in the 80s, I mean, the NHL, I mean, people who complain now about some of the penalty calls that you're seeing, well, back in the 80s, part of the reason why it was kind of like a freewheeling style of hockey was basically you could blindside anybody and pretty much get away with it. Bench clearing brawls were a thing. I mean, bench clearing brawls had always been a thing. I'm not laying that at Ziegler's feet, but he did very, very little to actually try and clean things up. And there was actually even an official strike during the 1988 playoffs involving, you know, that involved obviously it was New Jersey Devils coach Jim Schoenfeld at the time, and the whole Don Koharski donut incident, which led to the officials basically going on strike, if you will. And then we had the embarrassment of an NHL playoff game being officiated with amateurs. And it didn't last very long. Obviously, after that, they managed to work out an agreement and everything. Everybody kind of put it behind them. But the problem with that was that Ziegler was nowhere to be found during that whole thing. People were, you know, trying to get a hold of him. His staff was trying to get a hold of him. You know, how are you going to address this? What's going on? And he was nowhere to be found. He was incommunicado. So, you know, as I said, it's kind of a mixed bag with him. I mean, he wasn't a horrible team or league president. He did a lot of good things, but he also, yeah, you got to take the bad with the good. And he did some things that really weren't very helpful to the league during the 1980s.
So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on to the other business of hockey.
Jays.
We talked about it a little last week. Schmitty boy, Nate Schmidt, signs a 6-year extension. Vegas Golden Knights just locking people up left, right, and center, whether or not they're playing or not.
And for a lot more than what you and I discussed about that last week, if you recall. We were saying there's no way he'd get more than $5 million a season. Hello. Believe that's $5.7 million a season per season. Yeah.
Let me get this straight. So he got suspended, and I realized it wasn't steroids, right? It was something else.
A performance-enhancing drug, supposedly, that he, without his knowledge, took.
Right.
Something like that. That's his excuse.
Normally, this would be a red flag, right? To most other teams. But to the Vegas Knights, they're like, we like this guy. He's going to improve our odds to win a Stanley Cup.
Here's the problem.
I don't think
pay the guy that knows the most information about your steroid doping program.
But I think this just goes to show that they're on his side, though. He claims that he inadvertently took this, you know, ingested this. It was without his knowledge, that he had, you know, no idea that he was doing this. The team backed him up. So, you know, it's certainly a vote of confidence, at least in him as a person, and it speaks obviously of how much high regard they hold him in. But you're basing that contract on 1 year's work. Okay, I mean, Nate Schmidt's been in the league a while, and I'm not saying Nate Schmidt isn't you know, a good defenseman or anything like that, but that's a very limited body of work that you're basing 6 years at $5.75 million a season on.
But doesn't GM also know him from his time with the Caps, though?
Oh, of course he does.
Yeah. So I don't think that McPhee signed him. I believe that Nate Schmidt was an undrafted free agent, if I remember correctly. But I don't think it was GM that signed him. I thought it was McClellan that signed him. But
but I think he knew him though from before then. Yeah, he knew him,
right?
Yeah, I mean he knew him because he would have been the one who would have signed him, right?
I'm gonna look.
We're gonna look at
it. Was McClellan, but I'm sure he was.
2013.
So it was.
So how long has McClellan been there?
It was.
McClellan was the vice.
McPhee. Yeah,
I mean,
but he would have been. He wasn't he like the assistant GM, McClellan?
Yeah, he was the assistant GM.
Yeah, the adjunct.
That is, I would say that's 70% of the reason why Nate Schmidt got that contract was because McPhee. I mean, he's McPhee's boy, essentially, right? He feels like he developed him, found him, developed him, diamond in the rough, very good player. I feel like then, I mean, in that situation, I don't feel like any other player would get that benefit of, as much of a benefit of the doubt for a performance enhancing drug situation. I don't know. It just seems weird to me that somebody
Still taking the fall for the doping program.
Yeah, like it just seems in every other sport, a performance enhancing drug suspension is a red flag, and here we are in hockey, and it's like we're gonna give you an 8-year contract.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's really so much based on that, obviously on that, but I don't think there was. Again, I don't think there's any real red flag as far as McPhee's concerned. They believe him.
Value. Yeah. It's face value for me.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I
Yes.
the underlying issues and the underlying things, but at face value, to like, let's say that you're talking about a hockey fan that doesn't understand anything. They just headlines, right?
Me.
Enhancing drug. Nate Smith gets suspended for what, 25 games or whatever it was.
20 games. Yeah.
His suspension even ends, he gets a contract extension. Somebody that doesn't understand what's going on is going to be like, what the hell is that for?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I mean, yeah, we know the whole underlying story, but the average fan would go, well, yeah, what's that all about?
Yeah.
But as I said, for me, the sticking point is it's like, listen, I'm willing to give Nate Schmidt the benefit of the doubt myself, simply because of how the team is sticking up for him. I mean, they're not ducking it or anything like that, but at the same time, they're saying, look, when they had the hearing, they brought in, experts in these with that sort of substance who would have said, look, the amount that he ingested wouldn't have enhanced his performance at all, So, I mean, I'm willing to give the guy the benefit of the doubt as far as that goes. My concern with that contract, like I said, is that it's just based on a limited body of work. One season. Now, granted, yes, it was a terrific season. But before that, who was Nate Schmidt? He was a depth defenseman with the Washington Capitals. He was a fast defenseman, yes, and they didn't want to lose him. He wasn't just a cast-off. They didn't want to leave him unprotected. But they had no choice because there were other players they needed to look after to keep out of that draft. So he wound up being the reluctant expendable crew member, if you will. But I mean, he was a depth defenseman before that. Now on an expansion team where he was going to get plenty of ice time and a chance to shine, yes, he played well. But man, what happened to, why don't we just proceed a little cautiously here? Look, give us a good year, right? I mean, even like, look, when you come back from your suspension, let's see how you play. We'll let this play out and then we'll talk like maybe later in the season, or we'll talk in the new year or in the spring or what have you. It just, like I said, those type of deals based on a limited body of work always make me nervous, because if he can never match that level of play again, you're going to have a very expensive bust on your hands. You potentially could, let me rephrase it. You could potentially have a very expensive bust on your hands.
And if it all plays out, you're doing great. So,
yeah, but more often than not, Scotty, with these deals, and we've seen them, they tend to blow up more than they pan out.
Like a turkey in a fryer.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly.
Deep fried turkey of a deal.
Yes, indeed.
Is that why it's kind of like the Sebastian Aho deal is going to be interesting to see how that turns out? Is that why? Like,
I mean, he's been amazing so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think that's so much a very limited body of work. I mean, in his case, it's a different story. Nate Schmidt's in his late 20s, a year away from unrestricted free agency. Sebastian Aho is 20. And this is his third NHL season, and he just keeps getting better.
I know.
And I mean, because he had we were singing his praises. Scotty and I were singing his praises during his rookie year.
Yeah,
how good this kid was. And I mean, man, he is just. I mean, he's with elite company right now. He's tied with Wayne Gretzky of all people and Ken Linseman, but Wayne Gretzky for the most assists. The most consecutive assist streak, a season-opening assist streak, I believe, is what it is. Correct?
12. It's 12. Recording an assist in 12 consecutive games to start a season.
Yes. So only Wayne Gretzky and Ken Linseman have done this. So
Aho has 17 points this year.
Yeah. That kid is just fantastic. And listen, they got a new, we know they've got a new owner there, a new general manager. I mean, yeah, they're playing it cool right now and saying, well, yeah. And he's saying the same, well, yeah. And the kid's being like, yeah, we'll wait. I'm not worried about it. Of course he's not worried about it. He knows he's going to get big money. And Tom Dundon wants a superstar. And he's got one. So he's going to pay that kid. Oh, yeah, that big contract will be, as you said, Johnny, done.
Yep.
Done like dinner. That's done.
Yeah. Also, if you're scoring at home or even if you're alone, Mikko Rantanen is your leading scorer. So obviously he will win the Ross Trophy.
Well, we'll wait and see. But I'll tell you something. That's another kid that's just, again, third year. He's 20 or 21 or just turned 21. And he's just lighting it up too. I've seen it suggested that, he's benefiting from playing alongside Nathan McKinnon. Well, yeah, but he also,
people have done that in their career.
I know, but he also last season when McKinnon missed several games with an injury, he still kept putting up points. So this whole argument of, oh, well, Rantanen's just doing well. It's what I call it the Artemi Panarin argument, because we heard that when he was with Chicago. Oh, he's only getting all those points because he's playing alongside Patrick Kane. No. No.
I thought you meant that it wasn't rising.
There you go. Also,
I need to go to the penitentiary. I know. I'm missing golden opportunities here.
If you're good one, if you're scoring home or if you're alone, David Pastrnak, Philip Forsberg, and Brendan Gallagher in the lead for the Cy Young Award, as they have 6 more goals than they have assists.
Perfect.
And also Anthony Mantha leading in the green jacket with a -12.
Oh, yeah, that hurts.
So
he's got a birdie on every hole so far this year.
Yeah. He's actually birdieing every hole in 12 games he's played.
It's amazing.
Impressive. I tell you, that's a kid. Just very quickly, that's a kid they're really disappointed in right now in Detroit. They were expecting significant improvement out of him this season. I mean, he's got the talent and he shows it. He's very streaky, very, very streaky player. And
this is
so
Angelo
far,
Esposito kind of disappointment.
No. Anthony Mantha made it to the dance, son. And stayed. Angelo never made it.
No.
Angelo Esposito, that I wouldn't put him in the same class, but yeah, they're very disappointed with him in Detroit right now. They're not getting out of him what they thought they were going to.
Something called a Neil Poink is 4th with a -8 with the New York Rangers. I don't know who the hell that is.
Young defenseman they got in there.
Poink. Am I saying?
Poink. He's coming up, so he better start scoring now.
Right, he has to.
I don't know what that is. I think he's a defenseman. Neil Pionk? Pionk?
Pionk.
Pionk. Oh, hang on. Where's my pronunciation guide?
God, that's almost as good as Radic Bunk.
Where's my... Hang on. Let me pull up my NHL pronunciation guide. I have to start using this so I don't start... So you don't start sounding like Don Cherry and start calling people like Luongo and Bisexa.
Brian Burke's going to take over Don
Cherry.
Oh
my God, I love that piece you did on him today. I shared that. That was...
If you guys haven't read my new blog post, and judging by the numbers, you haven't.
Well, you should, because I am sharing that. I've been sharing the hell out of that shit.
That was
still my favorite. All over your tagline.
Yeah, I still love using that line, regardless if people are looking or not. I don't care.
Okay, Pionk. Neil Pionk.
Fucking terrible
Emphasis
name.
on the P.
Seriously, that's what we have as well.
P capitalized onk. So Pionk.
Pionk.
That's even better.
There it is.
But anyway, yes. Go.
So speaking of Brian Burke, he's going to take over Don Cherry. Why is he mad about fun? Like, this doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense to me.
I think it's because it takes away from. I think it takes the spotlight away from him. I don't know. I just have an image of Brian Burke. Now he's no longer like Sonic the Hedgehog fun anymore. He's just a grouchy old man who yells at kids to get off his lawn.
Sure.
I mean, God, Jesus, let them have some fun for the love of God. Oh, he's all pissed off because the Carolina Hurricanes and their post-game celebrations when they win. They're in a friggin' market right now that needs all the help they can get. Okay. Let them
What is
freaking
what's
have
so
some
wrong
fun.
about their celebrations?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's post game, for God's sake. It's not like the other team's still on the ice and they're doing this in front of the other team.
It's not like they're sacrificing an octopus after they beat the Red
True.
Wings.
Yeah. God. I mean, I could understand it if they were doing it. Like I said, if the other team's still on the ice and they were doing, like after the game and they were doing kind of rubbing salt in the wound, or if they were doing it in the other team's barn, you know what I mean? I mean, I could see that too, where it's like, you don't disrespect. It's bad enough you beat the team in their own building, but don't go and do your big celebration.
You don't
in there
do it in other people's barns.
Yeah, you don't do it in other people's barns, man. You just don't.
Now with their horses.
Exactly. Well, you will for the horses, did you? Oh, that's interesting. Interesting, Mark. Interesting that Mark went there right away.
I will say this.
What else do you keep in a barn? Pig.
Hey,
you obviously aren't country folk, are you? No.
Had something.
Whatever. No.
Go ahead.
I had something. I lost it. Anyway,
I'm
what
sorry.
is this? It's okay.
If I had
I'm
a dollar,
high. What's your
I
excuse?
had something and I lost it.
I'm just having post-concussion syndrome.
Haven't the Hurricanes named their mascot Katrina yet? It's been long enough, hasn't it?
It's Oinky, and he's a pig.
Yeah, but my point is, why don't they name their mascot Katrina? Because it's been long enough.
No,
it's 22 and a half. It's 22 and a half years is the standard.
Okay,
that's what made it funny. I do have a problem with the Hurricane celebration. Everyone's doing the floss dance. Why did Dougie Hamilton have? Everyone's doing that.
That's a crime against humanity right there. That one they should stop. Yeah.
All right, everybody, everybody. Flossing's for teeth.
Yes.
Everybody, flossing's for. Listen to the Quality Panda. Flossing's for teeth.
Do you know how bad I would hurt myself if I tried to floss my teeth?
I was gonna say it's gonna make your gums bleed. So
I would throw out a hip, I'm sure. And I'm 40.
By the way, Mike Condon is now on waivers.
The day after he basically shit the bed in that.
He didn't.
When you give up that goal at center ice,
it was a Scotty Watt special.
It was a Scotty Watt special.
Oh, that was teed up and whoa.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, speaking of Coyotes, man, they've really turned it around. First 5 games of the season, they couldn't score. They couldn't put the puck in the ocean, and now, holy crap, explosion of goals.
In the desert.
4 straight wins.
A sploosh of goals.
Yeah.
Sploosh. We have sploosh, everybody.
They wouldn't have been able to score
and
that
we have
many
diet
goals, though.
sploosh.
There was a Adidas jersey with exclusive gray.
We have sploosh and diet sploosh. Diet sploosh comes without the vodka. Diet sploosh.
I think this has gone too far.
Yeah,
yes, I think it has.
We've gone too far.
Yeah,
we have lines on the show. People.
Yeah. Yes. You just can't cross
speaking of lines, it seems that that Josh Ho-Sang has put his line in the sand to the New York Islanders, saying that he thought that they intentionally had him set for the AHL, screwing him over wholeheartedly.
He's trying to get traded.
Oh, absolutely.
It's as simple as that. Nobody, no player in Lou Lamoriello's system. You do not beak off when you are in Lou Lamoriello's system, or you will soon find yourself buried and then elsewhere. So I dare say Mr. Ho-Sang's going to be cooling his heels in Bridgeport for a while.
Why is everything turning sexual tonight?
I don't know. You guys started it.
Mark's having sex with animals over there.
I know. I still find it disturbing. He jumped for horses right away.
Yeah, I was just insinuating that you're not supposed to do it in somebody else's barn. What else would be in a barn?
That was the thing. You guys are talking about doing it in somebody else's barn. I was talking about goal celebrations in somebody else's hockey arena, using the vernacular hockey term in someone else's barn, and you guys jump, bam, bam,
anus.
Just don't.
Well, so I'm still celebrating the Stanley Cup win. I got my ring. I've been drinking all night.
There you go.
I mean, if I had something to do cup stands on, I would.
You would, yeah.
Just don't sploosh in somebody else's cow palace. That's all I'm.
Oh, but then you have to renovate it.
Yeah. Now you got to paint the cow palace. Yeah.
No, that's the splooshing on the cow palace.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to repaint.
We're kind of mixing metaphors and T-shirt slogans now.
All right, so Josh Hosang wants to get traded.
Yes. Yeah, that's how I interpret it. He's obviously
Yeah.
unhappy, and he's I think that's his way of trying to get traded, because we all know you do not. He's breaking the code, the Lamorello code of Omerta. You do not speak out of turn.
You do not disrespect the pizzeria.
Or else you get sent to Russia like Ilya Kovalchuk.
Yeah, that's true.
No, he won't be going to Russia. Yeah. The thing is, there would be a market for this kid. There'd be a lot of teams that would take him on for a reasonable price. They're not going to pay too much for that muffler.
No.
Yeah.
There's incredible upside to this kid too.
Well, there is. It's just but he's got terrific offensive skills, but his play away from the puck is fucking horrible. His he doesn't back check for one.
Oh,
I know now. Like I said, I know. Yes, you can teach that and blah blah blah. But just even his play, it's like if the puck's not near him, he's totally. It's like he's disinterested.
There was a man by the name of Alexander Ovechkin that also never back checked. And learned that this was a life skill that he needed.
Yeah.
To do the job effectively.
But Mr. Hosang is now 22, and he's in the final years of his entry-level contract. If he keeps going the way he's going,
he scored like 8 goals. So
he hasn't scored 200 goals by his 20.
Exactly. So there's a big difference too. If he had the talent to back that up, the offensive chops to back it up, then you could forgive him the fact that, like they said, you can teach them how to play the defensive style of game too. As long as he's putting pucks in the net, we don't care. But he's not doing that. And the thing is, he has the skills. He's just maddeningly inconsistent. And that's the thing. He's got the potential's there, but I don't know what it is. There's just something there. I don't know.
So Hosang was a top 10 pick?
At one point he was projected, but he fell down. He tumbled.
20s?
He went down near the bottom part of there. Well, Gar Snow, who drafted him, basically, I think the line that he said was, "This is a guy that gets a lot of shit, and we get a lot of shit too, so we'll be a good match," or something along the line.
We're gonna shit ourselves together.
Yeah, but that was the thing. It's sort of like that was his justification for taking Hosang. This is a kid who gets a lot of shit. Well, as a team, we get a lot of shit too. So we think you'll be a good match with us. And then you discovered, no.
Hosang drafted 28th overall.
Yeah,
he doesn't know how to use an alarm clock.
That's true too.
That's the same logic that GM used when he drafted Kuznetsov. He's like, "Hey, I got a Russian on my team. This guy's Russian, so let's draft him."
But that worked out.
Yeah. Well, no, there was a lot more to it than that, obviously.
Obviously, he stayed in Russia 5 years or whatever it was, but
but they stayed patient with him. I remember that people were saying, we were talking about it at the time too, back when he kept staying in Russia, that should they trade him? People are saying they should trade him and get something back, and we all agreed no.
Nope.
Keep him and wait, and boy, are you guys happy that they did.
Trade a Swede before you trade this guy.
Too soon. I mean, we talked about it last week, but it's still too soon.
Still, there's a cup ring. Johnny's wearing it. It's great.
Got it. Boom.
Got it.
Right there.
$20. Holla.
Big as my hand.
Yeah.
Boom.
John Tortorella hates that there's no hate anymore. He misses it.
Oh, man, that sounds so John Tortorella.
It does, doesn't it? Where's all the hate in the world? Scares me. I gotta take a bite out of the boards. I'm so fucking mad.
The reporter that was interviewing him.
He's a treat, isn't he?
He is a peach.
I mean, let's be honest. He makes it way more colorful. The NHL as a whole. Without
sure.
But he's a lot less colorful than he used to be too. Remember, this is the toned down, buttoned up version of John Tortorella. Remember his greatest hits came back with the Rangers and the Lightning and the Canucks.
He moves to
I will beat the shit out of the opposing team's coach for putting his goons on the same time my goons are on.
Yeah. He moves to Ohio and he calms down. Weird.
Something in the water.
Something happens, man. Mike Yeo, first guy to be fired.
Hmm.
They're not the St. Louis. Not great.
Yeah, they really aren't. And even he's acknowledging, we kind of suck on toast right now. And yeah, even I need my job review. And that this is the thing. Last year they blamed it on offense justifiably. There wasn't enough offensive depth, so they go out and they bring in Ryan O'Reilly and Tyler Bozak and Patrick Maroon and David Perron. And the good news is they can score now. And the bad news is they cannot keep the puck out of their own net. Now, part of the reason is because Jake Allen
is a bad goalie.
Oh God, yeah. I hate this. I hate to slag on Maritime Boy, but he is inconsistent. Holy crap! You don't know what you're going to get one game to the next from with him. And and unfortunately, he's out with. Well, here's the thing. This is how frustrated some Blues fans are getting with it. Jake Allen is out with a concussion right now. There are Blues fans who actually celebrated this on Twitter. They're actually happy that he is sidelined with a concussion right now.
What are they, Philly? Stop that.
But yeah, exactly. Like, come on, man. Like, geez, don't be like that. But at the same token, though, yeah, Jake Allen has not played well. In fact, he hasn't played well for the last 2 years. So that's part of the problem. But part of it, too, Alex Pietrangelo this season. Ooh.
Not been great, Bob.
No, he has not. The best defenseman to not win the Norris Trophy in this generation of defensemen has looked anything like a Norris contender so far this year, and he acknowledges the problem as well. But yeah, now they're having defensive issues. But this goes this whole thing with Mike Yeo. Mike Yeo had trouble as a head coach with Minnesota. Remember how wildly inconsistent they were during his tenure there. And then they bring him in as kind of an understudy for Ken Hitchcock, and that supposedly was going to make him better. Just I'm just saying. That's kind of been the hallmark with Yeo's teams is they tend to be inconsistent. So now again, I can't fault Mike Yeo for a goalie who's having trouble stopping pucks right now. But yeah. Boy, I bet he wishes Carter Hutton?
Yeah, Carter Hutton.
Yeah, I bet he wishes Carter Hutton was back. Why do I keep thinking Calvin Pickard every time I think Carter Hutton? I don't know why. Must be Calvin,
I bet you Carter Hutton is wishing he was back in St. Louis too.
He's no, I don't think so.
Calvin
Mark.
Pickard. Make it so.
Make it so, Calvin Pickard.
Oh, let me see. Carter Hutton.
I really, honestly, haven't been paying attention to Buffalo.
I have actually. Buffalo's not doing too shabby.
Really
well, numbers are a little up at 2.94, .910 save percentage, but he's 4-4-1. Not bad.
God, they're 26th in the league in goals for. Yikes!
I know that's it. Without that first line, they would be dead.
Are we using run support irrespective of the sport? By the way, the term run support. Are we using
goal support's always been
goal support? Yeah. That's the phrase.
I've heard run support be used.
I've heard it
much
too.
Every sport. So
yeah.
So we're going to use goal support. So he has no goal support, is what you're saying.
Zero goal support.
Well, he's still not the worst in the league. There's 31 teams. They're only 26th.
It's true.
He could be worse. Let's make this glass half full, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have to make it half glass full. Half or glass half full. Because half of the city is a bombed out hellhole of a city, and the other half is nice in the water.
Yeah. Buffalo. I like Buffalo, and I like the people. Do. But
the juxtaposition is fantastic.
It is. It still is. It still amazes me. I would still go back. I'd still go back to Buffalo.
The jugs to position? Is
that the jugs to position? After you get a couple drinks. All right, Lyle, do we have any bag of fun, or we get to the pick'ems?
I'll go to the pick'ems, guys. I've pretty much said. I pretty much hit the notes I wanted to talk about. What league
do we have?
Yes,
we are doing the AHL.
The AHL.
TheAHL.com.
After last week where Lyle won 10-9 to 9-4.
Whoa.
Lyle wins. Johnny second with Mark
Oh.
tied second, and my team played one game.
Oh,
So fuck 'em.
wow.
Oh.
That
So
kind of bites,
fuck 'em.
doesn't it?
Right up the dog ass.
Oh, wow.
Right up the eucalyptus shoot, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
For the year, Lyle's got 37, Mark 36.
Hold on,
Johnny,
time out. Wait, can I ask you,
What?
as a koala, which is the eucalyptus shoot?
Hey, listen, if you pay enough, it can be whatever.
Yeah,
What
if you
did
don't
he
know,
call
you
it?
can afford it.
You go lick this shoot?
The
Is that what you called it?
Yes. Then afterwards, the whole thing
I
is
know
called
that's what you didn't call
where you
it.
put your legs behind your head, and it's almost like
Oh,
people
don't do
call
that.
it people call it the bidet.
See what
but
happens
this-
when Scotty dresses like a marsupial? That's what I blame you for this.
God, I love Halloween. This all started with me dressing as a sperm and calling into the show one year.
I feel like you can't do this on television. I'm gonna get slimed right now.
I know, right? Right out.
Oh, here comes Alanis Morissette to slime me right now.
God, this is amazing.
To make our first pick, however, as is tradition,
Oh, is he here?
Johnny, I think you have to introduce our guest because
Is
I
he
don't
here?
have.
Well,
He's here.
Well,
what-
okay.
Johnny, and tell us while you're talking, what league are we doing?
We're doing
said
the
the all.
AHL.
The AHL. The
AHL.
AHL. The all.
AHL.com
All.
is where you want to go to get
Yes.
teams and stuff. And I mean, it doesn't happen every year. This is an every other yearish type of event.
It's like once every 7 years if
It's
you
like
do the
once
math.
every 7 years or so. So we've had 3 of these.
Because you account for leap year.
Once every 6 years.
So we've had 3 of these still. I mean, falling on Halloween, that means that we have Frank and Stein here to pick a team for us.
Frankie, baby.
Frank, how are things?
Fire burn! Fire burn! Wildfire!
Don't worry. I won't light up a doobie in front of you, Frankie.
Why does Frankenstein sound a little bit like Louis Anderson? this year?
Number one answer on the board!
Tell me about the moon, Louis Anderson.
Come on, the boom! Wonderful! Trumpet!
Are you putting on the Ritz, Frankie?
I think you go to bunch of brothers.
Frank, do you want to be part of the Pick'em segment this year?
Huh?
Pick'em segment. You remember what the Pick'em segment is?
Pick one, huh?
Pick'em. AHL teams. Do you have an AHL team for us, Frank?
Look at Stockton bad! Stockton very bad!
So you want to go with the Stockton Heat?
No, Stockton bad! No!
Oh, okay. All right. No Heat.
What about shh. It's okay. What about the Rockford Ice Hogs?
I saw big bacon. Yeah, bacon scrapple. Ice hogs. I pick Rockford Ice Hogs. It's not clear.
Frank, do you have any shout outs?
Bride, big ham, Hooters.
Thank you, Frank. It's good to see you again, buddy.
Where's my check?
I'll send it. It's in the mail.
Oh, thank you. You got a ring. I can see that in the computer.
Yeah, I got a ring. Do you want the ring too?
Stealing Patreon money.
Frank, I'll send you the ring also.
Where's the extra shows?
Extra shows are bad.
Fire, too hot. Fire, spitting hot fire. I'll see you then.
All right, thank you, Frank. Thank you for
Frankie.
showing up. It's good to see you, buddy. Frank's an
satellite.
interesting character.
He is. He's got to show
Yeah,
up
it's just
more
a
often.
character. Thank God he only shows up once a year.
Oh yeah. It's just like
Frank took the
better than
Rockford Ice
Rockford
Hogs this year, which is,
Where you had to clarify Rockford Ice Hogs if I wasn't clear. That was
God, that
thanks.
was,
We appreciate that.
that was wonderful.
Well,
Oh,
all right. So I'm picking first because my team sucks.
all right.
Everyone knows my love for marionette puppets and my love of The Simpsons, even though they're writing off at poo. So I'm picking the Springfield Thunderbirds.
Springfield, it's a hell of a town.
Wow.
Johnny.
I'm gonna have to go. I have to feel like this is the longest variation between two names of city and mascot that I could find in life. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins.
Jesus, yeah.
I mean, they have two fucking cities.
That's true. Mark.
So I don't know. Again, my
Holy
jam
shit!
is-
There's a wiener dog race next Friday. Hell yeah, I'm in.
Is it this Friday?
Is it this Friday?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pause.
Oh,
for
there is a game this Friday.
I'm assuming that you were talking about going to a hockey game and watching a wiener dog race, and not just going to a wiener dog race.
No.
It's all the rage.
It's in the arena. They'll sell you the full seat, but you only need the edge.
Yeah, no, actually, Mark is at Rosecroft. Pete Medhurst is on the call. Inside joke for me and 6 other people.
A wiener dog to get around that track.
One dog to beat, 2 dogs to beat.
That's Nate Lewis. Problem is with Nate Lewis calling a dog race, it's just like the start and then the end because there's too many pause in there.
Especially
Go ahead, Mark.
Pause. That was good.
Pause joke.
Damn.
I didn't realize there was a wiener dog race on Friday. Now the game's gonna be so much more fun.
God, you were a little concerned that was gonna go by and nobody was gonna notice it, but I noticed it.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah. So does anybody know what Casey Plaza looks like? Oh damn it! That's Wilkes-Barre Scranton. I can't tell. I'm gonna go with the extra large center, please. Number 5.
Number 5 and the extra large center, please.
That's the Hartford Wolfpack.
Yes.
The Age of Enlightenment.
Lyle.
Okay, as we know, wrestling theme, and yeah, it's Rochester Real Americans.
We also would accept it the Colorado Madison Eagles. Madison Eagle, a great female wrestler. So
I will take you at your word.
Or the Ontario Roman Reigns.
There were several. Well, yeah, there's the Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
There was the Stockton Harlem Heat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eagles. I know there was an Eagles somewhere in there.
Yeah. There was a Laval Rocket where the Laval the Owen Hart or there's something along that line.
He was a Blue Blazer.
But yeah, he was also the Rocket too initially. Yeah. So anyway,
well, we haven't talked about. It's been like within the last week, right? The whole Roman Reigns.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Diagnosed with leukemia.
Well, obviously, best of luck to him.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy that like somebody who's in such great physical shape. I mean, I realize that it's irrespective of how much you work out or what you do for a living, but like that's just it's unbelievable.
And the fact that he's had it for 11 years.
Yeah, like this is his second bout with this because he had it. He was initially diagnosed with it just after his with football. College football was done. Yeah. And to have the thing too is that when he beats this, and I'm saying when, not if, because I think he's going to beat this. I don't think he can ever come back and be that heel again that he was to get that kind of heat.
Oh, no one's going to hate him. It's going to be hard to hate him.
Yeah.
Edge. It's like the way Edge, if Edge never came back to wrestle, but would be the same way that Edge.
Yeah. I mean, even when you think back, even when I think it was back in 2001 when Triple H came back from tearing, the quadricep tear. I mean, he was a face for quite a for a while there after that for coming back to being a heel. but it's not the same thing, you know. Like you can recover from a torn quad, you know, and with the proper kind of training, things like that, you could get back to being kind of the athlete that you were. But something like leukemia, that's like you're fighting off death here. So I really don't think he'll ever, even if they try and bring back, he tries to come back and be a heel. I really don't think that's really going to go over. The fans decide, man. Fans decide. They really do. Like I said, if you try and force a character onto the fans that they don't want, they won't accept it. Well, again, when Hulk Hogan came back to WWE as Hollywood Hogan and is trying to be is trying to be the heel, and against The Rock at WrestleMania, and the fans just weren't having it.
Yeah,
like that's the biggest example
I'll
of it.
even one up you. They tried to make Stone Cold Steve Austin a heel for like a split second.
Yeah, and look how much that worked.
Fans didn't take that at all.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that was not one of the better decisions by the writing team. By the way, that was never. Yeah. No.
So anyway, hockey, right?
Yeah.
Oops.
Yes.
All right, haha,
What's
fuck
up?
you time. Here we go.
Yes,
Gun
it
Cannon
is.
was wondering if he could pick a team this week.
What's that?
Who?
Gun Cannon.
He can.
He would like to take the Cleveland Monsters of Men.
Sure. That's a good one too. GC15 gets to Cleveland. Monsters Amongst Men. Get
Monsters
these
Among Men.
hands.
Yes, that's it.
There we go. All
I
right.
said that wrong.
Haha, fuck you time.
Oh God.
We go back to December 15th, 2006.
2006.
Mellon Arena.
What's the occasion, Scotty?
There is no occasion. This is just a random game I picked.
It's a Halloween game.
Yeah, December 15th, Halloween game. Penguins were a little late on this.
You're in. It's
New York-
Canadian Halloween.
New York Islanders. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
New York Islanders, Pittsburgh Penguins, 2005-06. Don't you dare miss it. There is a
Wow.
theme. I cannot announce the theme until afterwards.
This
I'm
sounds.
gonna
This may not be Halloween, but both of them sound pretty friggin' scary
Still
because they
scary.
were both kind of
dog
ugly
shit.
teams. Then
You got 18 skaters each side, 3 goalies.
Wow. 3 goals. Love the
3
goalie games.
Yeah. I exclusively cede any guesses for goaltenders over
Yeah.
to Johnny tonight.
Love
That's
it.
all Johnny.
Goalie.
All
Johnny
Johnny.
and Mark can fix it out. We'll start off with Johnny P.
I'm gonna go with JS Alban.
Haha, fuck you.
Oh,
Damn
I
it.
was so wanted to hear on the
Like
board.
right off the bat.
I wanted to hear on the board, man.
Yeah, well, you're not going to.
Ah,
Unless you get this one right, Lyle.
I'm hoping this is a layup. Sidney Crosby.
Bored.
Yeah, of course.
There we go. Just that easy, kids. Mark.
Evgeny Malkin.
Haha, fuck you.
No, Malcolm
he's
was
on
the
board.
next year, but
That's a lie. I'm a liar. He's on the board because I thought it was next year. Too.
There's no such thing as next year because Crosby got drafted in the.
this is 2006.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
05,
sorry. I'm
06.
sorry.
So
My
so
bad.
6 and 7.
I thought.
So you're
why
right.
was I thinking 05? I'm sorry. My
Yeah,
bad.
05 was the skip year.
Haha, fuck me. So yeah, getting Malcolm on the board. Yeah,
Especially because you're in a furry costume.
right?
Yes.
Kind of weird. Get hot.
Like, literally, the first game that Crosby played, Malkin was on that team. That had
No, he
to
wasn't.
have happened.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he wasn't.
Yes,
No.
that had to have
He
happened.
had
No.
no win on the team.
It
No,
had
because he
to
got
have-
he got
He
injured
got drafted
initially,
the
didn't
same
he?
year that Ovechkin did.
Yes. So
No, but he
He got
stayed in
drafted
Metalurg
in-
that 1 year and had to be snuck over.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
wait, am I right
so
or wrong?
haha, fuck Mark.
Yeah, fuck Mark. No, Malkin was a year after Crosby started because
Oh.
Malkin was rookie of the year after
All right,
Ovechkin was rookie.
take a step back.
All
But
right.
in this year, they're playing. So Malcolm. Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
He was
Yeah.
here.
We're all right.
For this game, he was there.
You're good.
Yeah.
We're
We're
good.
okay. We're okay. We're okay.
Aha.
We're okay.
Fucking, he
Yes,
doesn't like
people.
John Tavares going to Nassau Coliseum. He thinks sports betting is bullshit. Fucking, he has another kid, and look what happened.
He does have 2 kids now.
He's got 2
somehow.
kids now, Lyle. So amazing.
I don't know.
He stole a kid. He
Third
stole a
base.
kid tonight.
Oh my
he stole a
God.
child,
I didn't steal. It's just Halloween and things happen.
borrowing him. Johnny,
Just tried to help with sleep training. All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just try it, or maybe I'll go with Marc-Andre Fleury.
Haha, fuck you.
That's a year too early. That was the next year that they had a first-round pick.
Our Dre Fleury was drafted in 2003.
Yeah, he was drafted
Not
first.
up in the league, yeah.
He just wasn't there.
Okay, guys, we're getting bogged down here.
They're getting bogged down with fucking Mark doing some
About
bullshit.
when guys got drafted. Come on.
Yeah. Lyle.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Colby Armstrong?
Board.
Yeah.
Wow. Nicely done.
There's a deep cut for you.
I'm thinking about Mark Recchi.
Board.
Damn.
Nice. That's right. Yep.
It's just that easy.
He was with the Pens. Yep.
Johnny.
Chris Beach.
No board.
You had half and half there.
You had a good chance. Lyle.
I gotta say, Brooks Orpik.
Board.
Yes.
Wow.
So I have to ask, who's the other team again?
The Islanders.
The Islanders.
The Islanders.
Who's the other team again?
The Islanders.
The
Thank you.
Islanders.
Michael
Ooh, I might
Pekka.
have an Islanders one too. Yeah. Okay.
Michael Pekka.
Haha, fuck you.
Brett, who
Nope.
was he playing for that year?
I'll
look it up. You
Edmonton,
He
I
was still in
think.
Edmonton.
I think he was still in Edmonton then.
You continue.
All right, Johnny.
Damn it. The Islanders were crap.
They were not great.
Oh, I just missed them.
Wow, the Islanders were. Stop using the internet, you jerk.
Michael Pekka.
Oh man. See, I don't even know if I know any Islanders. I'm
You know
trying
a
to think.
couple.
Oh, you do.
You know a couple.
Think goalie.
Think former Capitals.
Garth Snell.
No, haha, fuck you.
Oh.
Lyle.
Okay. All right. I thought that I don't know. He might not even be with been with Sean Bates.
Wow, board.
Yes.
Wow. That was
Sean
a Bates.
deep
That's
cut.
a Bates Motel drop.
Yeah,
Islanders, right?
yeah,
Yes.
Islanders.
I didn't even know which team he was on.
I know. I was
not
thinking
really
Islanders, and
into
I'm like,
that
but wait, Penguin? No, pretty sure it was Islanders.
Mhm.
Ah,
Mark.
You know, I'm gonna. You know what, Todd? I think Lubomir Wisnowski was on the Islanders.
You think that, but you'd be wrong.
Yeah.
oh man.
I think he was still with the Ducks at that point.
I can look
Johnny.
What about Johan Hedberg?
Nope.
Damn it.
I think nope is good.
Lyle.
I'm gonna switch back to Penguins here for a sec.
Sure.
Max Talbot.
Bored.
Yes. Oh, I am on fire.
To Mark.
06.
0607.
0607. Sergei Gonchar.
Bored.
Nice. There he is.
Wow.
That's
There he is.
started. That's when the whooping really started.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where it really stood out. Johnny.
AJ has one, and then I have one.
Okay, AJ.
AJ would like to go with Chris Simon,
Bored.
Oh wow.
and I'm going to throw out for the Islanders Brendan Witt.
Bored.
Yes. Nicely
that's
done,
3
Johnny.
straight former Capitals, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. We're rolling in caps.
Just
Hashtag all
rolling it.
caps.
We are all caps.
We are also Bears. Lyle.
Oh,
But we're not
Jesus.
because we're marsupials. That should be your hashtag.
That should be your thing.
Long hashtags, and I can't spell marsupial.
That would be the longest hashtag in world. Hashtag we are also Bears, but we're not because we're marsupials.
Marsupials.
Most
And
convoluted one.
There's your entire Twitter post right there. There's all your characters.
There's your 260.
Okay, I'm coming back thinking Islanders here. Was Yashin still on the team then?
No, sir. He was
He's still being paid by the
He was on the team, but he was not. He was injured for this game. He was not there.
Okay.
Mark.
That's never a good sound.
Godcannon has said that every Twitter post that you put out, your hashtag should be exclusive gray from now on.
Exclusive
I'll do it I'll absolutely do it for a week starting today.
I'm trying to figure out who was good enough to survive the
purge.
lockout. Yeah, the purge, the lockout.
It's true. This is the second year afterwards.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Wasn't this the beginning of the buyouts as well?
No, the beginning of the buyouts was right after the lockout.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like there was an old Phil Housley.
No, sir.
Okay, I feel like there was a really old defenseman on the Islanders that year.
Probably was. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Johnny.
What about Alexei Zhitnik?
Yeah.
Why not?
Bored.
Yeah.
This was the scene. It was Alexei Zhitnik's last game as a New York Islander.
Got it.
God,
Bam! That's three. That's
so
three.
that was the theme.
That is three. That is three for you, sir.
That's so good, Alexei Zhitnik.
Oh man.
19 minutes and 15 seconds.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this wasn't gonna be my guess, but I'm gonna put this one aside. And I'm just
No,
gonna say
Leland
it.
Irving was not in the league yet.
Okay. Yannick Perreault.
No. You are on the right track of old centers.
Yes,
Oh,
actually,
oh,
I feel like there was. I had a feeling that there was one.
All right, Mark.
I'm so embarrassed that I didn't guess Alexei Zhitnik for the 13th straight week.
Well, with that 10-week gap.
Yeah.
That was show. So sorry, 14th straight week.
Yeah. All right. So what'd you guess, Mark?
Oh well, if we're gonna do this about old centers, let's go Rod Brindamore.
Haha, fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good thought though.
Good guess though. That is an old center.
Old centers, eh?
Johnny.
What about Matt Cullen?
Oh.
Ooh, no, sir.
Oh,
Good guess though.
darn.
Lyle.
Okay, this isn't an old center. I'm going back with my original guess. I was going to make for the Penguins, Eric Christensen.
Wow.
Deep cut, not deep enough. So sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
His nose.
I just remember that 06-07 Penguins team.
Oh, there's a lot of bullshit on this team, Lyle. There's still a lot of bullshit.
I know. There were guys that they thought were going to be really good. Christensen was one of them. Yeah.
Let's put a last call.
Okay.
Last call for internet. And then we'll do one more round with us boys. Once Johnny starts. Johnny will be the start of the last round, but Mark, you finish out this current round.
Mario Lemieux.
Haha, fuck you.
Oh, I thought he came back after that lockout. He had like one season.
Well,
he came back-
05-06.
Yeah,
He came back for
05-06,
I think like 20 games, and then
Damn it.
Yeah.
I thought I was right there.
Yeah. Johnny, last round.
This is sad that I can't think of any of the three goalies.
Yeah, none of the goalies have been picked. I'm sickened.
That could have been on these teams.
Especially because if you name one of them, if the one that I do name when you guys don't get them, you're gonna hate yourselves
as people.
And then you're gonna hear what I said, and then you're gonna hate yourself even more.
Oh man, god damn. Well, then I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go with Rick DiPietro.
There it is.
there he is.
There
he is
On the board.
I knew it was Rick DiPietro. If you didn't say it, I was going to, because that's why I was giving you the hint before about the
thank God.
goalies.
AJ has one, but I'm gonna give it up at the end.
5 goals on 29 shots. So
Wow.
Wow, that's insane.
Yep, Lyle, last one.
Okay, I'm thinking Penguins again. Ryan Whitney.
Board.
Wow. That's a name I haven't heard in a really long time.
Yeah, he was another one who was supposed to be big puck moving defenseman for them back in the day.
All right, Mark. Last Mr. Irrelevant of our host pick.
We have 2 here at the end as well for
know.
the internet.
Should I be at the end or should we let them go?
No, you go.
No, you
you
go,
go,
bud.
then.
You pick one of them.
I can't remember if this was before or after, but I'm gonna go with Brent Johnson.
No, sir.
Oh, that would have been a good
That
one.
would have been
Yeah.
a good guess, though. You are in that area, the Brent Johnson area, but I think he was still with the Blues at that point.
Okay.
Or even the Coyotes. What are the picks from the crowd?
AJ would like to go with Bill Guerin.
Oh,
That's a solid pick because he played for both of these teams.
yeah.
Haha, fuck you.
Oh,
Not rostered on this game.
Oh, okay.
And Gun Cannon would like to go with Mike Dunham.
Board! Second goalie for the Islanders.
Whoa, There we go. There we go.
Board coming in
Nice
strong. I
one from
love it.
Duncannon.
Here we
yeah.
go.
Good work, Gun
Okay.
Here we go. So for the Islanders, Aaron Asham.
Wow.
Bates was mentioned.
He was a
Jason
dick.
Blake.
Jason Blake.
Eric Boganecki. Blake Como. Bruno Gervasi. Andy Hilbert. Old defenseman Sean Hill.
Yep, that's the guy.
Sean Hill.
Sean over the hill.
Yes.
Former Capital Victor Kozlov. Radek Martinek. Richard Park. Former Capital Tom Pody.
Wait, hold on. In 06, 07, these guys weren't former Capitals yet. They were about.
No, but he was a
Capitals.
Capital later.
Yeah, current day. Current day former Capital.
Currently, former Capital.
It's people think that today's his day, Miroslav Shatan.
Oh,
Old center, Mike Sillinger.
Oh,
the Pekka I was thinking about.
damn it.
Pekka. You just called him
Damn
a
it.
Pekka on national
Yeah,
radio.
exactly. Chris Simon was mentioned. Brendan Witt was mentioned. Mike bite into a York peppermint patty. Mike York.
Maybe
That
that's
Alexei Zhitnik.
That's a candy
Throw in
drop.
Dunham
two different
on the
mics that I was thinking that when I named Pekka. Yeah.
Wow, that was not a good team. at
No,
all.
for the Penguins, Armstrong was mentioned. Crosby was mentioned. Niles Ekman.
No.
Sergei Gonchar mentioned. Malkin mentioned. With 3 goals in the game, Ryan Malone.
Ryan with Ryan Malone.
I'm alone.
Joseph Meshkar. Dominic Moore. Elaine Nazardine. Orpik was mentioned. Michelle Owette. Recchi was mentioned. Yarko Rutu.
Yarko Rutu.
Rob Scuderi. Jordan Stahl.
Yep, I was thinking Jordan.
Oh man.
Max Talbot was mentioned. Chris Thorburn. And Ryan Whitney. I will give you each one guess to see who the Penguins goalie was. One guess apiece. We'll start with Lyle.
Oh Jesus. Well, JSO Van was already mentioned.
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh, it's not Fleury. No, sorry, got nothing.
Mark.
You know what? With this much fanfare, I have to guess that Tom Barrasso might have been back for a game.
Close, but no.
You know what? I was going to say fuck it and say that too.
All right.
So we have one shot.
Yep.
One opportunity.
Don't miss your chance to blow.
To get everything that you've ever wanted.
Yeah. Mom spaghetti.
What about? So I already said Hedberg. You already said. What about Craig Billington?
No. Jocelyn Tebow.
Oh my
Jocelyn
God.
There's zero chance that I remember him
Jocelyn
playing for the
Tebow.
Penguins.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm thinking like
Jocelyn
Nordiques,
Tebow is
Habs, and Blackhawks.
Senator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
My God. So there you go, kids.
Tebow. And to think that Penguins team got like 3 overall #1 picks in a row.
Right?
It's weird how that happens.
Lyle, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Thanks a lot.
As
Talk
always.
to you next week, buddy.
It was worth it to see you dressed as a marsupial, as always.
buddy.
Take care, guys.
As always.
There you go. Lyra, it's InspectorsHockey.net at Spectors Hockey for
Lyle
more.
appreciates all marsupials.
Exactly. Hashtag all marsupials matter. Mark or Johnny, go ahead and get it started with shout outs.
Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to Bears.
Mhm.
The Black Bears. I had forgotten that the Black Bears were playing hockey this weekend. So I have a hockey game to cover on Friday night, which means I have to charge batteries.
And Saturday night too.
Saturday night I might be going to the Caps game.
Oh, hey, cool.
Actually.
Perfect.
So early shout out my the group that I work with in the supply chain era decided that they wanted to buy me Capitals tickets
Hey.
on Saturday night for like effectively working through the nights at some point to make sure that things still worked and that computer programs were up and whatnot, like my job.
Yeah.
So I may be going to the Capitals game on Saturday night, which means I have to schedule a post to send out to the Black Bears parents that I won't be covering the game. Yeah. So shout out Halloween. It's good to see Frank. I've missed that guy. He's around every once in a while. He always picks a good team. So shout out Frank Enstein. Great guy. He's so much different than his brother Ben.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't have any money.
Right.
Wow.
I'll give a shout out to Stanley Cup rings. And trophies.
Nice.
That's an old school drop if you guys don't know it.
Yeah. Don't know, well, now you know.
I'm out.
Shout out to Halloween.
And a shout out to new computers.
Oh, you didn't drop off at all. Except now we don't have video for you.
That's because I turned it off.
But it worked.
I'm getting ready for the end of the show.
Yeah.
Plus the mask is scary. It's Halloween.
True. So shout out to Halloween. We had 0 trick-or-treaters. It's a new record.
Nice.
For us. But it's a good thing because we had a sleeping baby, so doorbells and knocks probably not that great. So shout out to all the trick-or-treaters in our neighborhood for recognizing that we turned our light out and we don't want people to knock on our door. I don't know. Shout out to I guess November. I guess. What's good about November?
Wyclef's back.
Wyclef is back.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. All right, that's my shout outs.
Isn't it also Hockey Fights Cancer Month?
It is.
I thought it was this month.
Yeah, well, most of the fighting cancer is done in October.
It's that residual cancer. Don't know what that means. Shout out Koala Onesies. Shout out Panini stickers.
Is that really warm or does it just look warm?
It's getting warmer. It's getting warmer. Luckily, I don't have the heat turned on in the studio. But shout out Panini stickers. Panini all up in your grills. I don't know if that's their slogan. It should be.
It should be.
Shout out to Pockets and Onesies. This is a thing.
I mean, now you know how girls in dresses feel, I think. Because they
now
brag about their dresses having pockets.
No, yeah, I can't get Jen to shut up about a dress that has pockets constantly. It's like, I get it. No, it's fine. We're out in public. Stop making a scene. Yeah, shout out to UND playing this weekend, so that'll be a hoot. Playing Wisconsin. And it's about it. Thanks to everybody who listened to Sawdust Bubble coming back. Jen's feeling healthier. Chesapeake Hockey Week still do good. Stevenson University has a bitchin' logo. What more could you want?
Extreme gray.
Yeah, extreme gray. They do have almost extreme or exclusive gray. They almost have an exclusive gray themselves.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Want extreme. I get exclusive gray, but I want extreme gray.
They probably are extreme because they have neon outline too. They look like a goddamn bar sign. In any case, for Johnny P. Worker, the C, I'm Scotty Waz. Take care of yourself and someone else. This has been Face Off Hockey Show on Blog Talk Radio, part of the Face Off Hockey Show media faction. Twitter.com/FOHS Radio, Facebook.com/FOHS Radio, Patreon.com/Face Off Hockey Show. Be like one of our patrons. They're great. It helps us help you. And we're getting an extra show next week because we just have to schedule it with Sean, and we'll have the why we're great episodes where the people on the show tell us why we're great. So perfect. All right, everybody. That's it. That's all. Till next week. Peace.